truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy. It's a pleasure. It's always an honor to be greeting you and bringing this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you on the subject of outwitting the devil. And if you listen to me at this time, it means that you're quite familiar with the work of Neville Goddard and what he would have learned from his mentor Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, concerning how imagination creates reality. And if you listen carefully, every introduction, I always say to you that your real identity is your divinity. Therefore, I'm pointing you to look inwardly. Okay? Now, Napoleon Hill would have written this book called Outwitting the Devil and would have had it hidden unpublished for 72 years after, I believe, his death, because his wife didn't want him to publish this book at that time because she was a part of some, church organization. However, the main point I want to get across to you is that this whole book that deals with outwitting the devil, it is showing you that you have to outwit all of the doubt and all of the fear and all that the system has put together to keep you in hell, to have you to live in your devilish, slavish mentality of limitation, where you dwell under the energy of fear instead of the energy of love. So in this book, Napoleon Hill was having a conversation with the devil to show you that we always have conversation with the devil, because the devil is our lower self, our self-doubt. It all have to do with our self-image. It all have to do with our self-esteem, our self-confidence, how we see ourselves, how we value ourselves, what concept we hold of ourselves. That's why I wrote a book called Your Mood is Your Fortune. How do you feel about yourself? And so we see Neville had to outwit the devil when he had this burning desire to travel to Barbados. And Abdullah taught him how to outwit the devil, that lying system of depression and drought and limitation. Because in 1933, it was a time of what they refer to as the Great Depression. It's a time when the devil was ruling the world. I want to say the devil, the negative self. Because back in, I think 1918, they battled the swine flu and so on. So they had a pandemic. And out of a pandemic, they come into like a recession, I should say. And then the Great Depression. And then a recession afterwards and a war. Because so many people was living in their lower self. So many people was being conquered by the devil because they failed to realize that the devil is a negative self. Your negative self-talk is the devil. And it will keep you on a certain level. And so right now, when many people have been given an ultimatum to take either the JAB or lose their JOB, is showing you that many people, their God is their belly. Many people showing you that money is their God because they have the wrong concept of money and they have the wrong concept of themselves. They do not know what it means or how powerful it is to live a simple life. I want to say a simple life, a life whereby you look at nature and you get direction from nature. So Abdullah taught Neville to look at nature, and when he looked at nature, he would see that whatsoever you sow, that you reap, and that the divine law of reproduction, that every seed and every species must and will always reproduce after its own kind. So here we see Abdullah taught Neville to affirm that which he desires, and also to see it in his mind's eye, see it through the eye of imagination, see it through the eye of God. And he would come into this reality, knowing that imagination is what creates his reality. Therefore, when he take action and believe in himself, and believe in the creative power that is within him, and believe that the essential character of the Bible is man's imagination, then he was willing to outwit the devil, or outthink the devil, which is your lower self. That animalistic, humanistic side of you that want to keep you trapped in this earth. And when I say earth, many people think about what they're seeing around themselves and miss this earth. And heaven is above this earth. So why most people, they live from here down. But we've been given speech and mind, and that one make us higher than the animals. So to outwit the devil is to think beyond the realm of the animals, which is to think beyond the realm of the five senses. Because if you look at the reasons why many people gonna bow to what has been offered to them, you would see it because they're living where? At the level of the what? The beast. Beast is speaking of a power. This power of which I speak can keep you in the animalistic realm. I can keep you in the realm of God, your higher self. And that's why when you read a 144,000 and 666, you say number, you know, in numerology, the higher self, power 9. Yeah, man, I could go into that. The 9 power. The 9 power could use to enslave you. I could use to free you. God and the devil is the same person. There's only one power. So my brother, my sisters, you are the Lord and Master of your destiny. It's your own thoughts that's creating your reality and creating your personality. And that is why Abdullah taught Neville to know thyself, because that has always been the mantra of our ancestors, saying to each and every one, man, know thyself, even putting it on the graves, saying, man, know thyself. So, my brother and my sisters, if you want to outwit the devil, you have to first realize that God and the devil are not two separate entities. You have to realize there isn't two separate powers. There's only one power. And that power can uplift you, I can keep you down in the gutter. Just think about all those who coming up with all the different laws that cannot even stand against the universal laws. And they're using that to keep you controlled. Yet, all these people have to go to the toilet just like you. All these people have to depend on the same power to go to sleep just like you and to wake up just like you. And none of them have any power over physical death. Some of these people, they have some of the most bodyguards. Yeah, they make a decision for you and for your life. People wake up. You got to outwit the devil in this time. Your lower self, your self-doubt, all your fears. You got to outwit it. So everything that Neville Goddard has been teaching is to help us to learn to outwit the devil, to go beyond this system, and to live in our higher self. But most importantly, I want to say to you that all of these teachings was taken from ancient African spirituality, the place of all civilization, way back in Africa, all the way back to Ethiopia, and on the rest of Africa, the land of the sun. So, my brother, my sisters, you got to wake up. Don't get chopped in the rat race. And don't get chopped in the race game either. Realize it's a financial game. It's an economical game. And the devil wants to rob you and steal it from you. Keep you blind. Your lower self. And there are those who are there to keep in your lower self. Yeah, man. There are those who are there to keep you in your lower self. You got to outwit them. Think. Think. Think and grow rich. You have to think beyond the realm of the educational system, the political system, and the religious system. And you have to deny everything that was taught to you from your parents. It's all a damn lie. You got to rearrange your mind, reconstruct your life. You got to relearn and you got to unlearn. That's why so many people are going to get caught. The preacher's going to tell you, hey, this is not even academics. What it is. What else is it going to take to get the whole world to submit? What else? More than a pandemic. Why you think in 2015 this man gonna come on TEDx and tell you the world ain't ready for it? They know the world ain't ready for a pandemic because of the people mindset and the way the system been going for so long. They know it wasn't ready. You can't feel off guard. Why you think he said that when they think is peace and safety? Sudden. So my brother, my sisters, you have to make up your mind to live a simplistic life. You have to make up your mind that if it takes you going back to an agricultural age, you live in the agricultural age. Some people love the concrete jungle so much, they can't leave. When I think back about how I grew up in the Caribbean, I realized it was a blessing in disguise, walking naked. As a boy, all 5, 6, 7 years, you're still walking naked. Sometimes even up to 8 years, even 10 years, sometimes you're still walking naked, you know. Bare feet, well connected. You're grounded and you don't even know you're grounded. Eating from the food cheese around. And people call it poverty. Blessed in disguise. So my brother, my sisters, never be afraid that if you have to live your life back to agricultural age, because here at the end of the day, land is power, you know. Land is power. You check all the wars. It's for land. You check the Aborigines down in Australia and all of the natives all around the world and those who came in and destroyed the culture and so on. They were doing it to do what? Take the land. In America, what they do? They kill off the buffaloes and push back the native Indians and so on and all of that. And what they do? They take the land. And they set up systems out with the devil, man. or think the devil. Use your mind. That's what it's saying. Outwitting the devil talk about use your mind and show you all the systems. And you know, some people so religious and superstitious, they would listen to Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the devil. Some people thinking that is spooky. Our man talking like the devil, they believe that devil really outside themselves. So my brother, my sisters, you know, these words of wisdom are just to really encourage you and to strengthen you to believe in yourself and for you to understand that, you know, the work of Neville Goddard and this whole kind of teaching is not just for you to get some knowledge and for you to get some money alone, because the real message is self-realization and not just walk with the law alone, but you talk about the promise. I'm saying to you, experience your higher self. That's the most important thing. Experience your higher self. That's why you're told that all these things will be added unto you when you discover the kingdom. Because when you discover the kingdom that is within you, you discover the creator. When you discover the creator, you discover the secret of creation. And you'll be able to create your reality consciously and outwit the devil, your self-doubt, your low self, your negative self. But some people, they like scapegoat. They want somebody to blame. Instead of blaming yourself, facing yourself, get before the mirror and win the war. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying it resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I want to say to you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video, because all of these things help the algorithm also. And if you haven't been following me on Instagram, you can also follow me on Instagram if you so desire at Black Mad Guru. And if you would like to support this work, we have a Patreon, and there's a lot of good stuff that is uploaded on my Patreon. Also, for those who are paying a little bit more on my Patreon, they have access to the inner sun science and technology, the inner sun engineering to create your reality consciously, living in a time when the same man who's buying out all the lands, all the agricultural lands, you want to dim the sun, you want to block the sun after they give you a S-O-N to believe in and tell you that he's the light of the world. But no S-O-N can exist unless there must be the S-U-N. And you're told that the Lord of God is a sun, the S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. The question is, has the sun ever withhold any good thing from humanity? So then why someone want to block the sun or dim the sun? It has never withhold its energy from all of humanity. And you're told that the sun of righteousness shall arise in you, not outside of you, man, from within, with healing in his wings. Righteousness comes from you discovering that light that is within you, teaching you that your real identity is your divinity. So with that being said, my brother, my sisters, I want to say also, if there's any way that you would like to support this work, we have a PayPal and the link is down below. Feel free to check it out. Okay? So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.